just talk about everything that happened, because there was so much that went down this episode.
So much.
And I'm so glad that we're here. So okay, Armin is here talking to Annie, right? He's like reaching out for her. It's very obvious that Armin has feelings for Annie. I think.
But I also think that he thinks there's some insight Annie could help him understand what the heck is happening and how we can fix this without everyone dying. I definitely agree with everything. And I love seeing Hitch again. It's nice to see her come back. Oh my gosh, yeah.
She looks good too. I like how she looks. She looks really good.
What's up, Hitch?
She's still here working. She obviously cares about working.
She's still here working. And she's in the military police, of course, but she was with, she talked with Annie a few times because they were in the military police together, and she was close with homeboy Marlo, who got killed by Zeke. Rest in peace.
Yeah, dude.
But it's this is like a small character reintroduction that's kind of nice to see.
Yeah, and that little quick thing, she was like, I'm sure she's tired of hearing my voice alone or something, or what was she saying?
Let's actually just I'm just gonna skim through. I'll go to that part. Yeah.
I wasn't planning to. Annie would get bored listening to only me.
Yeah,
so Hitch is talking to Annie too. She seems to care about the whole situation, everything that's happening.
I'm just wondering if she's still able to be kind of conscious, because when we saw the Warhammer Titan and it's little cocoon, it was still looking around.
Exactly, dude.
You could, that's what I'm saying. So Annie definitely has been hearing a lot about what's happening, and I think
Armin was just recapping everything. Armin was recapping everything 2 episodes ago to her.
She definitely has some kind of opinion, and I feel like it would be impossible for her, if she was listening this whole entire time, for her to not have some kind of change of heart.
Yeah.
But then they leave, and Hitch gives him the newspaper, right?
Yes.
The freaking newspaper, bro.
So and now let's remember
School Gazette.
And these scenes were they weren't sparse, but they were slower scenes in season 3. When Hange and Levi would talk to the reporters about printing the paper, about the fake king, and then they were talking to the reporters about publishing the truth of the world in the basement and such. I think it's crazy how even when you think these scenes with the reporters, this is something that is not. It's kind of inconsequential, it's important, but it's not going to get too crazy. But now, the reporters that helped them overthrow the government literally has posted an article saying that the military wrongfully detained Eren Yeager and is clinging to power.
Yeah.
And the people are now fucking rioting because of that shit.
Dude.
That is
that is propaganda.
That's propaganda.
This is some Marley shit, low key.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
I think the paper is just listening to the people.
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, last episode, the newspaper guys and the son, the merchant's son, was questioning Hange straight up, and they were like, "Yo, Hange,
can we trust you?
Can we trust you? Has your opinion changed?" And Hange's saying, "Look, information means different things now that we have access to the world. Everything we're doing everything we can to protect all of you, but the people are just we don't know anything. So how can we trust you?"
Exactly.
So it's
I know she can't say anything because it would stir up so much commotion with the people. But the problem is you can't be exactly like the government that you overthrew, who didn't give any information to the people about anything, dude. They kept everything secret. And now they're doing the same exact thing because they think that's the best thing. And now look at where it's getting us, bro. It is a straight up riot. Civil war is about to happen.
Bro, it's so wild to hear the audience begin to salute and give the Survey Corps salute and freaking say, "Devote your heart." Think about that. Erwin always devoted his heart, always gave the salute, always said devote your heart. That was like what it meant. That was the strict meaning behind devote your heart, was thinking about Erwin just charging. But now when you say it, and people loved Erwin. But now
we haven't seen them do that in a long time. The first time we see that salute in season 4 is from the people overthrowing the government.
The first time we saw it was from Luis when she was giving it to
in the cell!
In the cell.
Think about,
and bro, Luis was definitely standing next to Flock when Aaron was coming through. Like, so let's actually now talk about Pixis and Yelena. Yelena basically just admits to Pixis that she met up with Aaron. Basically just says it out loud. Pixis has such a good line where he says, "The best lies are always mixed in with a little truth."
Exactly,
so it's like,
bro.
Which part of what Yelena is saying do you guys think is truth, and which part is the lie, if she is lying?
That's what I'm saying. This is the greatest. I think Pixis sees exactly through Yelena. Yelena knows what she's doing, but he sees right through her, because I'm pretty sure he said what just happened. She admitted to hanging out with Aaron, like talking to Aaron and all that stuff, but no one else knows about it. Like, all these other things are like, I'm the only person that knows. She's giving him a little bit of truth so that the lie seems a lot more believable. There's no freaking way. I don't know what I have no idea she could be lying about.
Deal, bro? Pixis says, "You succeeded in manipulating Aaron, just as Zeke hoped you would," right? And then Yelena says, "What would be the point in that?" And if you look at her face right here,
exactly,
she looks like she's like there's like
what point is that?
Yelena's face when Zeke says that to her about her manipulating Aaron, she's like sweating a little bit. Like
she gets like very serious.
She gets
and
like
you can see that
super serious.
Yeah,
you can see Pixis like reacting to it.
Yeah,
like it's a big enough of a reaction for Pixis to be like, "Whoa, what is happening?"
So
I don't know if this is her acting. Is this her?
I think she's lying. I think when she went to go see Aaron, more to make like him go along with like Zeke's plan, but then Aaron like went off and did his own thing regardless, and now they're kind of just like lying to like put it in there, like like we like told him to like do like this has always been like part of like our plan.
Kind of the end of the Yelena thing though, she said what she kind of ended it on was like, he delivered the divine retribution we wanted upon Marley's for years. So what she is saying is that they wanted Aaron kind of to do this, so that their whole thing they're admitting to Pixis. But is that true? I don't know. Is that what are they strictly just trying to that seems so petty for like people of this power to just be like, we just want to see Marley get what they deserve. Like, I think there's more to it, bro.
But Hange is basically he's nervous, like he's sweating. I mean, like Hange is like, she's like kind of pressing him a little bit, you know. She's trying to get answers from him, but she is doing a mega big insight check on Onyankonpon when she's asking him the questions. Like, she's like, "Did you know?" Did you know? That face
right after when Onyankonpon was like, "Didn't we like do this forever?" And then it just cuts to Hange in his face. I'm pretty sure that's her just like, "Yeah, I don't know if I can trust you. Like, you did all this for us and we're thankful for it, but I don't know like if you guys did that like just to freaking dude, oh my god."
Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to trust them.
Let's move on to the next scene with Armin, Mikasa, and Zachary. Zachary is basically he's doing what he has to do. He's
stuck in the old military freaking way, and I'm glad he's gone, because now we get some movement in the military. Because this, dude, it hasn't changed, dude. We completely reset the military. It hasn't changed at all.
No.
And I think he's one of the big reasons why also.
This whole thing with Mikasa and Armin stopping Mikasa right before the bomb goes off. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that explosion was strictly to get Aaron out of jail. It was to get everybody over to wherever the explosion was. And then Flock and all of them left jail with Aaron.
And then right after this scene, Armin and Mikasa are in a carriage, and Armin is saying, "I'm sure Aaron will understand if we talk to him. Like, I'm sure he'll understand." And
that's
Armin,
just like his that's him, dude.
Armin, you are my guy. I love you, Armin. You are one of the only characters in the show who actively goes for the peaceful option. But Aaron seems like he's too far gone. Like Aaron,
That's the thing.
Aaron's looking crazy. Like
That's him trying to like self-reassure himself. He's like, yeah, I'm sure like when we get there, the Aaron I know is gonna be like, yo, let's talk, Armin. Like, let's figure out what's happening. That's just literally him in his head, just like, yo, this is busted. The only way I can stay sane is by thinking that Aaron is just gonna listen to me like he used to.
God. And he said it. He's like, I literally have the power to create crystal spikes that can come out of the ground. Do you really think a jail cell's gonna be able to hold me? And lo and behold, here this man is walking out in the sunshine, fucking walking on sunshine, bruh. Like, dude. And he's meeting up with Flock, and Flock says the only one who can save the Eldian Empire is you, Aaron Yeager. So this makes me think Aaron and Flock have this idea that they can save the island.
Because seems like that's still in their head. This is how they're going to save their people. That they still have that true intention.
And then there is another meeting between the Survey Corps and the military police. It's basically just them fighting with each other, them pointing
literally
fingers.
season 1, dude.
It's literally season 1, except
But that's probably what Zeke wants for his plan. He was like, I can start doing this, and I know that because they're just making their own new government, people still don't have full trust in them. So like it would be very easy to go in and overthrow and take it over for myself.
Because the government can't even freaking trust itself, dude.
No way. No,
exactly.
It cannot trust itself. But
that's exactly what our boy was saying.
Thankfully, Pixis comes in to have everyone show some type of freaking dignity in front of the Azumabito. Like, Pixis comes in and says, yo, here's the thing. We just got to give up. Like, we cannot fight Aaron. I'm sorry. And that makes sense. Like, he literally says, we've been utterly beaten. Let's surrender. And
like I was saying, dude, if Pixis was in Zachary's shoes, dude, it would be so freaking different, man. Everything would be so freaking different because he isn't taking the obvious like things that the government would do, the government that they freaking overthrew. Like they're literally taking stuff out of the book of the government that they didn't want. And now Pixis is like, yo, like we need to do something different. Like we lost, bro. Aaron has so much power that we can't even control at this point. So what can we do? This is the only thing we can do.
I hate when people are like, yo, people from like the Survey Corps like do not like are just like going up against like the government and only want to like fuck around with people. Like the Survey Corps has been like so loyal. And like and that's all just like emanating from this conversation that Mikasa is having with this lady.
With Fiona.
Like calling her out and being like, you are lying to me, and like that's not like the person that I grew up to be because of this island.
Bro, I just found it that one scene freaking Pixis right at the end. He said, however, we must look past the fact that they murdered the premier, bro. If that's the price to prevent countless comrades from being killed, so be it. And right in between, everyone's just freaking like, yo, we have to take the L. We literally have to just take it.
Sometimes there's literally no other, like, there's just no other option. Like, it's either fight to the death or surrender and live. And sometimes
sometimes that's the best. Sometimes that's the best option.
We gotta live.
Sometimes that is the correct way to do it.
And like Aaron isn't even working to kill them.
No,
like,
he's not.
I don't think working so. Against like.
Let's move on to the next scene where there is some quarreling even within our scouts with Mikasa and Connie.
Connie, you better take that back.
Connie over here, kind of trying to start some shit. Like, Connie is just not fucking with Aaron. Connie is not on Aaron's side. Connie disagrees. Like, Connie's looking at Aaron like an enemy. That's why he's being like this. Now, at this scene, Hanji is talking about Zeke and Yelena taking precautions and we're ready for this kind of situation. And then she says, Yelena secured work from Marleyan prisoners in odd places. This line here plays back. This line plays back to what Hanji was talking about earlier with Onyankonpon, because she said Yelena is merciless to Marleyans, except for the ones on the island. Yelena got the Marlians these weird jobs, and one of the jobs is in a fucking restaurant, bro, where Nicolo works, who is a Marlian, and look who's there. Sasha's family, bro. Our two favorite
exactly
Marlian, our two favorite warriors, our two favorite warriors.
But also, Onyankonpon is with them right now, with Hange and them.
Yeah, and they're like on the way.
Onyankonpon is riding with them. Yeah, too.
That's something to make note of. Dude. And then that's not even the end of it.
That
wasn't even the end of it, bro. Wait.
Ryder did not lie, bro. Ryder
hold on. Wait, hold on. Where was
get over
she?
there now.
How crazy is it that peak?
Yeah.
How crazy
I didn't see it in the beginning.
Is that they're already infiltrating.
Already, dude.
They're already setting up an attack. Like, they're on the way.
Ryder didn't lie. A lot of people missed that freaking after credit. Y'all better watch the after credit.
That's what I'm saying.
Episode
better watch the after credit.
Oh my gosh.
Like, yo, Peak. The fact that Peak is just posted up here reading this newspaper, dude. Oh man, there is some shit that is gonna go down. Like,
we were talking about it before, but yeah, if we didn't have that after credit scene and like they were, because they were saying we were in Clubhouse and they were saying like, you know, after the credits is like spoiler kind of central, and I was like, I guess, but when it's after the credit, not the preview, that means that's something they're most likely not going to show again, but it's important to the current story. So like, imagine if we didn't watch the after credit and we just saw Peak here. I'd just be like, yo, that's crazy, but like, why is Peak here?
What an episode.
That was the dumbest thing. I didn't watch the preview at all. I'm scared. Like,
don't watch the preview. Please don't.
You watched it though, didn't you?
I mean, I've read the manga. Like,
Yeah,
I know what's gonna happen. Like,
well, I know what's gonna happen now too, right?
I mean,
because I freaking my stupid self.
What an amazing episode.